With Victor Teo in Singapore. He's a political scientist specialist on Indo-Pacific affairs. Welcome to the program, Teo. The case against Iswaran has really gripped the nation, which prides itself on having zero tolerance to corruption. What reaction has there been to his conviction?
I think it was only this morning that it was announced that he was taking the plea to two lesser charges of being a public servant, accepting gifts instead of corruption. Now, although the case has been in the works for a while, this development is new. So there is actually a little time to see the reaction of the people. But by and large, I think the people of Singapore would expect that someone in his position would have to face the consequences for what he has done. He would not be able to escape scot-free if he has indeed committed the crimes that he has been accused of. So everybody is watching the trial very closely.
The case against Iswaran is one of a series of political scandals that have rocked the ruling People's Action Party. There's been another corruption probe into two other ministers involving property and scandals involving extramarital affairs. How has Iswaran's case further affected the PAP's reputation?
I think, first of all, I'm not aware of any probe into any other ministers. But I would like to confine my remarks to only to Iswaran's case. Iswaran's case has certainly not helped the ruling party's reputation. However, the way the leadership has allowed the Corrupt Practices Investigation Bureau, the CPIB, to look into allegations against one of their own is admirable. I think it certainly helps to establish the narrative that the ruling party, the PAP, has little tolerance for corruption. I think this is true. And this is particularly important given the looming elections ahead. I think the new Prime Minister is very keen to ensure that this practice of having Singapore being a corrupt-free place continue. I think it's one of the hallmarks, if you like, of Singapore. Singapore, the political systems in general.
Yes, and Singapore has been ranked as the fifth least corrupt country in the world. That's according to the Transparency International Corruption Perceptions Index. Do you think Iswaran's conviction will damage Singapore's reputation as a place where there's little corruption?
I don't think this will matter much. If anything, if you look on the internet, there are plenty of jokes comparing how much different politicians from different countries have been taking. Iswaran's transgressions seems to be so minute compared to them. And all these jokes is making a big fuss about how Iswaran is not in the same league with other politicians. This discussion on the internet, in fact, reinforces rather than detract Singapore's reputation, because Singapore is seen to be a place that will, melt out punishment equally harshly, regardless of how much money has been how much money a politician has taken. So this is a place that actually has very little tolerance for corruption. So I do not think that Iswaran's conviction will damage Singapore's reputation. In fact, I think it will reinforce Singapore's reputation as a place where there is actually very little tolerance for corruption.
Okay, Victor Teo, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much again for joining us on the program.
Thank you.